10th of September is World Suicide Prevention Day. And according to the World Health Organization, some 700,000 people commit suicide each year. And out of this number, some 20 people are also attempting to take their life, or millions of people also contemplating taking their life. Today, we'll be speaking to some members of the general public to express their views on the issue of suicide and their views about the law that criminalizes the act. We'll also be speaking to some survivors of suicide attempts and find their views regarding the law, their experiences, and their advice to people who may also be going through their situation.
Edmond, a 48-year-old businessman and commercial farmer, has attempted taking his own life not once, but 3 times. The reason? Frustrations due to what he describes as life's many failures. The divorcee and father of one attributed his actions to dejection following failures in his life and the many hardships he experienced.
You ever attempted suicide in your life?
Yes, please.
How did it happen?
Yeah, it's like out of purpose and then I would say frustration. Simply because what I was expecting in life, I was not getting it. And I thought that if such situation should continue, then the best way is to end up my life. Actually, I sat down and I thought of it for about 3 days, and I took the action. I bought drugs, chemicals that I know that when I take it, I will surely die. So I mix it. To be honest, it was what we call DDT. I mixed it with water and then I took it. But I don't know whether it is a miracle or what, it didn't work. And then 3 days later on, I bought another drug that they said is used for killing mouse. And that one, when I was about to take it, I had a call. And the person that spoke with me, I would say it's a God-sent person. After talking to me, I realized that it's like the person preached the word of God to me. So I took inspiration from what she said and I forgo it. And then the third one too, I tried. That one too, I took the drugs. And then the drugs did not work. So I would say all the occasions of attempting, I took the drug, I made the attempt, but they didn't work. So I would say I survived. My surviving is by miracle, or it is the work of God that keeps me still alive.
After carefully planning, Edmond acquired DDT, but after taking it on 2 different occasions, it didn't work.
After taking the medicine, I went to bed and I was expecting myself to die, but I didn't. There was no reaction like pains, like vomiting, screaming, so that somebody would even rush and then take me to hospital. No. So sometimes people don't believe me when I say I made an attempt of committing suicide.
How long ago was this, or were these incidents?
The last one was just 2019, 2020.
And all these were due to hardships?
Hardships, economical hardships, and then the level of my life as compared my age and the things that I plan doing that are not being successful. Because I don't like to blow my own horn. I'm a hardworking guy, and I expect myself in terms of social level, I should be at a certain pedigree.
Okay. Tell us about your family life. Are you married? Do you have children?
I have 1 child, and I'm a divorcee.
Many people in Ghana try to end their predicaments by ending their lives. While some succeed, others, like Edmond, fail and have to continue living with their problems.
Would you say you've gotten over the issues that pushed you to the point of suicide?
Yes, please, and I'm ever ready to share my experiences with people, because I've realized that maybe what you are expecting today that you do not have, if you live tomorrow, you may surely get what you were looking for.
Auntie Kenny, one of such people, thought ending her life was the best way to escape her many debts. The 51-year-old food vendor, after being abandoned by her husband for giving birth to a deaf child, saw no help coming from any other place and decided to end her life by mixing DDT with salt and drinking it.
Misusu.
Senior. The second time, please.
All right. So she attempted suicide twice.
In Wawachi.
Then we 51 years. Was his seller, and the age is 51 years of age.
All right.
The first one, I had a daughter with my husband, and there was also the child didn't able to speak. The husband left us.
Okay. And how long ago was this?
Exactly about 10 years ago.
All right. So why did that situation force you to attempt taking your life?
There was no help from any practice place. I can't get no about on board here.
Yeah, more make a name, Mamma Jim. Produce some money for Lobini Baby and Michivana. The sky will be the mother of you, the
Since my husband left me without anything, I borrowed a lot of items like rice, oil, and the rest to put on my business. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pay, so I was harassed by the police and the family that I owned. That triggered the suicide.
Okay.
They know me. They know me. DDT. Next, let them go. Don't need to come. Mana kini mi po. Don't need me po. Nini hai chunge. No here kan ni sino je ne binya na bi mi de mi kini chupa. Do wa ko go ma ya. Okay. Do iba mi. Nge ba ji kwa ngoyo mi.
In the first instance, I mixed DDT with salt, and after taking it, I realized that I have a serious stomach problem. And so my landlord took me to Roma, where I comforted them that I took DDT. And then from there, after I recovered, I was taken back to my family house here. That's why I'm here today.
I report. Say,
the man reported the case to the police, but upon the realized that the police were arrested, he ran away. The landlord himself ran away.
Just a few weeks ago, Auntie Kenny, who has been facing numerous harassments from her creditors, tried taking her life again, this time by drinking bleach.
What happened in the second instance as well?
Distancing. Any Johnny Pubu, if you must marry, you know him. Kogayaki in no back, in no back. That one again, Kanyatan. I mean, you get too much. Needing a mogu. This sister who bewa, no go be. You need a man like me, the puppy. If me make a pia, I'm going to free look back, which I'm keening a company. If I hear, laugh on the moon, a boom, a free. No, you get
in the second sense, I own a lot of people. If I'm eating, they are harassing me here and there. My auntie is also critically sick, and I have no help from any quarter. So I decided to take my life to stop all these occurrences.
Her brother, 40-year-old Stephen Ode Kwabla, confirmed Auntie Kenny's story. He says he has taken it upon himself to counsel her against repeating the act.
When I was caught by one of my auntie, that is my senior sister, that is my sister Kenny, took in some concussions. When I came, the whole family, even the whole town was gathered here. So it was in total coma. So we used our local remedy, that is the palm oil, to avert the situation. We worked for almost 30 minutes while I wasn't working. So we called a taxi to come and help us convey her to the hospital. So upon reaching the place, we realized that he's took in. That was when she regained consciousness. He confronted them. I took that is the name up or the name that is local alkasha and the mix with Parazo. So from that, we realized like, Mr. How do you do this? Before he came up to me that these are the things that triggered her to do that. So from there, we were able to stabilize a little bit. And then the next day we were discharged. Since then, she has been okay. She has been normal now. On my part, I've been advising her every day on the daily because I realized that I don't want to keep her isolated. I want to keep her company. So every morning I came to her, advised her, but financially I'm also constrained. You know, I have a family that I'm looking forward for, and so if there will be any help financially, and then psychologically to that effect, I'll appreciate them most.
In Ghana, 1,500 cases of death by suicide are reported nationwide on a yearly basis. In each reported case of suicide, there is believed to be 4 unreported cases, summing the number of unreported cases to almost 6,000 yearly. The 1960 Criminal Code, Act 29, Section 57 states, "Whoever attempts to commit suicide shall be guilty of a misdemeanor." But for survivors and their families, it is about time Ghana dropped this law, as persons who attempt suicide need counseling and solutions to their problems, not prosecution.
My country opinion is that that law should be in our good books of the land, because but if we love our lives, we live bad to us, and so if a person considers that kind of thought in his or her mind, that one should be catered for and be treated as such, as a sickness, and that need to be treated. So rather jail the person, you are adding more fire to the issue. So that law should be in our good books at all. Okay.
Apple.
I'm with them now. It's against that law. Because since the person in difficulty, you need a support. If the support comes, then that law will not be existed. So that law should be criminalized.
I don't think that law, excuse my language, is meaningful and sensible enough. I'm saying this that because no each and everyone that will have or would attempt committing suicide, per my background, I would say there is a spiritual thing behind it, because it's like something is urging you, something is pushing you to do it, either psychological and whatever. So it's like at the end of the day, the person rather need to be cancelled than rather you persecuting the person and putting the person in jail. I don't think somebody will just wake up, have whatever he wants in life and decide that I'm ending up my life. No, it's definitely something went on wrongly, and the person thinks that because of stigmatization, what people will say in society, maybe somebody might have committed a crime, and thinking that what I have done, what will people say about me if the thing happens and found out in the public domain. And in my situation, for instance, it is not a crime, but I found out that due to economical hardship and things that I was expecting in life, I was not achieving them. So if that be the case, let me kill myself, and at the end of the day I survive, and you decide to put me in jail because of the, I rather think that they have to give us counseling, and then maybe gather people that have made attempt and survive to come out and talk to people that are thinking or want to do similar thing. That all hope is not lost yet.
But what does the general public make of the 1960 Criminal Code, Act 29, Section 57?
I think the law is there, but all those who have attempted to commit suicide, now we have not seen anybody who has been jailed. If people have been jailed, we have not seen the number being published. If the law will be enforced, and also the social welfare people, as far as community organization, the civil societies will also come up and also move around the community, giving much education on suicide. It will also help people not to also go into that area.
I think the law will be fully enforced, or it will be beneficial to society if government is doing its part. It's like most people are ignorant, and then you cannot tell somebody that his personal decision shouldn't count, because the person feel like he has tried all possible means, depending on the magnitude of the psychological trauma and the mental torture the person is going through. The person may not be able to withstand it, and therefore you feel like, or she will feel like ending it.
Asana be more problem. Konya baloko jika egbonya nego jiko ya agbo. Keka abi more problem ka ono ko bina an mecha manaka o. Ni no ne bale han jiko ya agbo he. Ke ma amanye ma solve problem mo ke ma hamu. La sana mini abanye broto bo ko lo adane angbo he. Na solve problem mo ka mo ko na si wo ne ba.
All right. So she's of the opinion that people who attempt suicide should rather be counseled, and then those whose situations are found to be mild should be punished for not dealing with them, but rather resorting to and ending their lives. And those who are found to have genuine cases should be counseled and assisted in one way or the other. So you heard the views of some members of the general public and also some survivors of suicide attempts. To them, people who survived suicide attempts should rather be counseled in the lost crowd rather than jailing them. From Nkommo in the Eastern region, Michael Ubete for GhanaWeb TV.